With the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris just a few months away, the anticipation for an epic showdown over the women's 400-meter and 400-meter hurdles is at the top of the roof. The track community is already prepared to watch what appears to be the biggest clash in the world of track field. And that clash, guys, is between the Dutch sensation, Femke Bol, and America's renowned queen of hurdles, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. If you've been following track and field events lately, you already know these two seem to be equal contenders over the 400-meter and 400-meter hurdles. They've both been dropping down impressive performance, and it's almost impossible to tell who among them stands strong. But guys, Femke Bol has just sent a strong message to McLaughlin-Levrone, proving that she is not the kind to be taken for granted. Join me in this video to find out about the historic clash between Femke Bol and Sydney McLaughlin. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications to never miss an update whenever we post. So let's get started with the video right away. Just about 7 years ago, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone was a rising star who had already gained international stardom thanks to her early appearance in the Olympics. But Femke Bol was just a teenager trying to find herself in the world of track and field. And even after gaining some standing, Bol was still trailing in the shadows of McLaughlin-Levrone, who had established herself as the queen of hurdles. By then, McLaughlin-Levrone was the real sensation over the 400-meter hurdles. She has achieved a lot, clocking impressive times over the years. But one historic moment of her career was back in 2021 at the Tokyo Olympics, where McLaughlin-Levrone set a world record over the women's 400-meter hurdles with a time of 51.46 seconds. This performance made her the first woman in the world to break the 52-second mark over the distance. But it seems that was just the beginning, because what McLaughlin-Levrone went on to achieve in the years that followed was incredible. In July 2022, McLaughlin-Levrone proceeded to lower her world record over the distance, clocking an impressive 50.68 seconds. A year later, in mid-2023, McLaughlin made a major decision to switch from the 400 meters and launch her professional debut in the 400 meters. Of course, she kicked off with a promising performance, clocking 49.71 seconds at a Diamond League meet in Paris, France, finishing second. A month later, she made history at the USATF Championships in Eugene, where she dropped a shocking 48.74 seconds to win the 400-meter finals at the national trials. This was a strong statement, as her time of 48.74 seconds pushed her to the 10th place on the all-time list, and just 400th of a second shy of the American record. And while McLaughlin-Levrone was dropping all these exploits on the track, a rising star was positioning herself, ready to take over. And that star, guys, is none other than the Dutch sensation, Femke Bol. See, the moment McLaughlin-Levrone switched to the 400-meter flat and reduced her appearances on the track, Femke Bol just took over with no favor, and she has proved to be a different case altogether. Indeed, the level of consistency and dominance that Femke Bol has displayed thus far is truly unmatched. Over the 400-meter hurdles, Femke Bol has positioned herself as the second fastest woman in the world over the distance, trailing McLaughlin-Levrone, who is the fastest female 400-meter hurdler, with a personal best of 51.45 seconds recorded in 2021. Femke Bol stands as a strong contender over the 400-meter hurdles at the Olympic Games. And even though McLaughlin-Levrone had initially announced that she'll only focus on the 400 meters flat, should these two meet on the track over the 400-meter hurdles, you can tell it would be an epic clash, even as Femke Bol seeks to grab the bragging rights over the 400-meter hurdles. Now, the 400-meter flat is where we're likely to see an extreme face-off. I mean, this is a field where Femke Bol has really thrived, becoming very popular. In fact, very popular than Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Of course, I say that because McLaughlin-Levrone is truly untested and inexperienced over the 400 meters, especially on the international stage. But here is Femke Bol, who has proved not just once but multiple times that she is the real queen of the 400 meters. You probably may want to disagree with this, But again, looking at what Femke Bol has done so far, it would be unfair to deny her the rights over the 400-meter flat. You see, this 24-year-old athlete started destroying McLaughlin-Levrone's ego back in 2023. It was last season when we witnessed Femke Bol break one of the longest-standing world records in track and field at the 2023 Dutch Indoor Championships in Apeldoorn. In the race, Bol clocked a phenomenal 49.26 seconds, destroying the previous world indoor 400-meter record of 49.59 seconds, set by Czech athlete Jarmila Kratochvílová back in 1982. This achievement is what motivated Bol to keep going. In fact, at the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Bol catapulted her Dutch team in the women's 4x400 meters relay to a surprising gold finish in what went down in history books as the most memorable come-from-behind victory. It was heroic indeed, but again, it will be remembered that she did this after securing an individual gold medal over the 400 meters flat. And so going into the 2024 season, Femke Bol was already hyped to be the real female athlete of the moment ahead of the Olympics. And true to that, Femke Bol did not disappoint either. She kicked off her 2024 season at the Met's indoor meeting on a high note, delivering an impressive 49.69 seconds over the women's 400 meters. It didn't take long, and she improved this time to a phenomenal 49.63 seconds in Leuven. But it was at the 2024 Dutch Championships in Apeldoorn where Femke Bol went completely crazy over the 400 meters. With determination to repeat what she did last season on the same track, Bol cruised past her competition to win the race in a new 400-meter indoor world record of 49.24 seconds. And when we all thought it was enough for the season, Femke Bol just shocked us all with another impressive performance. At the 2024 World Athletics Indoor Championships in Glasgow, Scotland, Bol did not just win the race, but shattered her own indoor 400-meter world record, crossing the finish line in a scintillating time of 49.17 seconds. This shoved off 0.07 seconds from her previous record of 49.24 seconds. This 400 meters new world record marks the 7th time Bol has clocked sub-50 seconds in the 400 meters. That being said, Bol now holds 13 fastest indoor 400-meter times in history. And to cement her name even more, Bol proceeded to anchor the Netherlands team to a gold medal finish over the 4x400 meters relay at the 2024 World Athletics Indoor Championships in Glasgow. And while this was happening, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone was nowhere to be seen on the track. In fact, McLaughlin-Levrone hasn't been on the track since the beginning of this season, so we can't tell for sure how best she may perform going forward. All we know is that she has been busy on a book tour, trying to popularize her authorial debut, Far Beyond Gold, running from fear to faith. And even though McLaughlin-Levrone's PB of 48.74 seconds over the 400-meter flat is nearly a half second ahead of Femke Bol's 49.17 seconds, Bol still has an edge over Levrone. She has continued to outshine McLaughlin-Levrone and easily clinched early bragging right over the 400 meters this season. That is enough to tell you that the 400 meters will truly be very competitive at the Olympic Games in Paris. But again, how McLaughlin-Levrone will perform in her outdoor season opening campaign over the 400 meters will determine whether or not she'll manage to take over the queen of the indoors, Femke Bol. Of course, this is something we will have to wait to see. But for now, we wish them all a healthy season ahead, and we hope they stay in good shape ahead of the Olympic Games. So, there you have it, guys. Femke Bol is better than Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and as you've seen, Bol has early bragging rights over the 400 meters, and she stands to be a favorite for gold over the distance at the Olympic Games. Do you think Femke Bol can defeat Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone over the 400 meters? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching.